Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the only podcast where you get a healthy dose of debate, discussion, and straight-up honest talk about the world of sports. I'm your host, Howard, and we're excited to dive into another week of analysis and argument. Today we're starting with a bombshell. The University of North Carolina has hired Michael Malone, the former Denver Nuggets coach, as their new head basketball coach. Yes, you heard that right. An NBA coach with no college experience is taking over one of the most storied programs in the NCAA. Now, I know what you're thinking. How did this happen? Well, it seems like UNC was desperate to get someone in the door before the portal opens tomorrow, and they couldn't afford to wait around for their top choices. Tommy Lloyd and Dusty May said no thanks, and Billy Donovan was still coaching in the NBA, so they settled on Malone. But is this a good move? Can an NBA coach with no college experience really succeed at this level? I've got my doubts, folks. Malone may be a great X's and O's guy, but recruiting is a whole different ballgame. He's going to have to learn about the portal, about NIL deals, and about how to navigate the complex world of college basketball. And he's going to have to do it fast, because the portal opens tomorrow, and UNC needs to start building their roster for next season. Some people are comparing this to USC hiring Pete Carroll back in 2000, but I'm not so sure that's a fair comparison. Carroll had some college experience under his belt, whereas Malone has been out of the college game for 25 years. It's a big risk, and I'm not convinced it's going to pay off. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Malone will come in and prove all the doubters wrong. Maybe he'll build a staff that can help him navigate the recruiting landscape, and maybe they'll even win a few games. Stranger things have happened, right? We'll be keeping a close eye on this story as it develops, and we'll have more analysis and discussion throughout the week. For now, it's time to take a break. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. I'm your host, Howard Closewell, speaking to you from our studios in New York City. We're going to shift our focus now to the world of international soccer, where a young American player is making waves in the French league. Folarin Balogun, a striker for Monaco, scored a stunning goal against rival Marseille on Sunday, helping his team secure a 2-1 victory. This win marked Monaco's 7th straight League One game and extended its unbeaten run to 10 league matches. The Principality side is now level on points with 4th-placed Marseille and just 1 point behind 3rd-placed Lille. Balogun's impressive form has been a key factor in Monaco's push for a Champions League spot, with the American-born striker scoring 8 goals in his last 8 games for the team in all competitions. The goal itself was a masterpiece, showcasing Balogun's skill and finesse on the field. After receiving a clearance from goalkeeper Lucas Radecki, Balogun dribbled into the box and chipped a subtle lob into the far corner, leaving the Marseille defenders stunned. This performance is sure to catch the attention of U.S. men's national team coach, as Balogun continues to make a strong case for his inclusion in the squad. As we analyze this story, it's clear that Folarin Balogun is a rising star in the world of soccer, and his success in the French league is a testament to his hard work and dedication. The fact that he's an American-born player making waves in European soccer is also significant, highlighting the growing talent pool of U.S. players competing at the highest level. In my humble opinion, Balogun's performance is a reminder that the drama of athletic competition can transcend borders and leagues, captivating audiences around the world with its beauty and excitement. As we look ahead to the 2026 FIFA World Cup, it will be interesting to see how Balogun and other young American players fare on the international stage. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. As we wrap up today's show, I want to dive into the world of sports, specifically the United Football League. The UFL has been making waves with its exciting matchups and talented players. Recently, the league saw some thrilling victories, with the Gamblers, Storm, and Defenders emerging as winners in Week 2. The Houston Gamblers took down the Birmingham Stallions, while the Orlando Storm secured a double-digit win over the Louisville Kings. Meanwhile, the DC Defenders bounced back from their Week 1 loss with a strong performance. One player who's been making headlines is Orlando's quarterback, Jack Plummer, who's leading the league in completion percentage and passer rating. However, it's surprising to see another talented quarterback, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, riding the bench. As a former starter in the pros, it's puzzling that he can't find his way onto the field. Perhaps it's time for the Storm to consider trading him to another team, where he can showcase his skills and contribute to the league. As we look ahead to the next week of UFL action, there are some exciting matchups on the horizon. The Storm will face off against the Kings again, while the Gamblers take on the Defenders. With the league still in its early stages, it's anyone's game, and fans are eagerly anticipating what's to come. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep your head in the game.